Hi everyone, my name is Kelsey and I am a certified sexual health educator with Real Talk. Today's video is your safest sex partner is you. We've been getting lots of questions in our virtual Real Talk pizza parties, as well as folks writing into us, asking us, I am self-isolating, I'm doing, everything right, but I want to have sex. So can I have sex? And how do I stay safe? Is COVID an STI, a sexually transmitted infection? So these are great questions. So much so that we've actually gathered them all together, the resources we found for them, into a section on our website for all the folks asking. So I'm going to share my screen so that you can see what I'm seeing. And we're going to navigate our way to the Real Talk website. Here it is. You can see up here, the address is real-talk.org, and you don't need any money to access this site. You don't need to pay any money to access this site. You don't need to subscribe. You can access it anytime, day or night. All you need is internet access from your device, whether that's a smartphone or a tablet or a computer. So we're going to just go here to this resources link and click on that. And right here at the top, you can see intimacy in the time of COVID and self-isolation. Sometimes people use the word intimacy to mean a few different things. Here, we're actually specifically talking about sex. So sometimes people, they mean sex when they say it, they don't mean sex, we mean sex. So intimacy meaning feeling close and feeling connected, giving pleasure, and sex, that's what we mean. So intimacy in the time of COVID-19 and self-isolation, the very first resource is actually a really, really, really great one. We can't stress this enough because it's really direct in its language. I don't know about you, but I'm finding that a lot of the news articles I read, a lot of the things that get written about staying safe right now, they're not always super easy to understand. Sometimes they're written really high level by like doctors and health authorities, and that's great. But that doesn't mean that I always completely understand what they're talking about. But this I find to be great. So the New York Health Authority wrote a kind of sex guidance sheet. It's a PDF, and we can just click on it here. So again, it says that it's from the New York NYC Health, and at the top it says it's addressing specifically New Yorkers, but we can all kind of take away the messaging here as if it's for you, no matter where you live in the world. All of us are still being asked to, when possible, stay at home as much as humanly possible, and to distance ourselves from other people. So everything in this document will apply to you no matter where you are in the world, because it's also specifically addressing sex and how to stay safe from COVID and sex. So this is a really great and trusted resource no matter where you live. So it says, can you have sex? What does that mean? Can you pass COVID that way? I won't go through the entire article line by line, but some good tips, good things is it talks about how you get COVID-19, how it spreads from one person to another. They distinguish that while COVID-19 is not an STI, a sexually transmitted infection, so those are things like gonorrhea and chlamydia and syphilis that are passed through fluids from body to body during sex, things that we commonly know can happen during sex. But this is a virus that is passed from direct contact, such as saliva or mucus. So even though it's not an STI, it's something that can get passed if you're close enough to be having sex with someone, and in direct contact. So that's a helpful thing. So you can read all here about how it spreads, what's known about it, how different kinds of sex, like maybe rimming, so that's putting your mouth on someone's anus, how that might also pass COVID-19. A lot of really great concrete tips to know. And I'll just kind of go through this here super quickly, that really having sex only with the people closest to you. So first and foremost is that you are your safest sex partner. As with any time that we're masturbating, pleasuring our own bodies, we want to make sure that we're doing that with clean hands. If we're masturbating with our hands or with sex toys, that we're doing that with clean hands and clean sex toys. That's not just specific to right now and COVID-19. That's a really great practice to have, so that we're not carrying bacteria off of our hands and putting them into our genitals or our mouths, or putting dirty, unclean sex toys also in our body. That's just a really good practice. So if we're masturbating, you are your safest sex partner if you are making sure that you wash your hands before and after. So it says masturbation will not spread COVID-19, so you cannot give it to yourself, especially if you wash your hands and any of your sex toys with soap and water for at least 20 seconds before and after sex. The next 2 points are super helpful because folks are asking, okay, I want to have sex with my sex partners. This can happen if they're folks that you live with. So the next safest partner after you is someone that you live with. And if you're someone who has sex partners that you don't live with, now is not the time to be having sex with them. So this is the third point here. You should avoid all close contact, including sex with anyone outside your household. If you don't live with the sex partner, do not have sex with them. Do not have contact sex with them. There's many ways to have sex. It says in the next thing, you can take a break from your in-person dates. You can have video dates. You can, sext each other. There are ways that you can stay connected virtually, and maybe still be masturbating so that you can bring your body pleasure, but not making contact with people outside your household is a big takeaway from this document. I'm going to stop there, but you can read the rest. There's a second section there as well. I'm going to navigate back. So again, it's a really great resource. I highly recommend that one. And another really great question we keep getting is around vibrators, sex toys. What can folks use if that's something that they want to do? Lots of people masturbate. Lots of people use sex toys to masturbate, or adapted sex toys to masturbate. It's super common. Maybe folks don't talk about it because it's not something that they're comfortable talking about, or it's something that's not appropriate to talk about with people you don't know super well. But I can tell you, as a sexual health educator, as someone who does this for a living, talking about sex for a living, masturbation is very common. Lots of folks do it. So we wanted to give you some tips on how to maybe find some vibrators or sex toys that could help you if the takeaway is you are your safest sex partner and masturbation is not going to harm you or hurt you and won't give you COVID-19, then maybe it would be great to buy a new sex toy. Folks often think that's a really expensive thing, and it can be a really expensive thing. Surprisingly, London Drugs has a selection of vibrators. So let's go to their website here. Just gonna click on this link. All that we did for this is we put in the search engine term vibrators or personal massagers. So that's how you get to this page. You can just search that up there in the search engine. So they don't have like a very expensive list of options, but they have a fair bit. And the best thing about this is they're a lot more affordable than a lot of other higher end adult stores. So they're not as big of an investment, especially because a lot of folks right now don't have jobs, they have limited income, maybe money can be really a hard thing. So this is a bit more of an affordable option. So here we have bullet vibrators. This is a dual pack. So these are vibrators that can be inserted or used on the vulva, and then the ring can be used on a penis. So that is a package. Yeah, all different kinds of things. These tend to be smaller sizes, but cost effective can also be great. Yeah, all of these different kinds of options. I'm going to navigate back. Another place we recommend quite a lot is women's wear. This is a bit more expensive. So if you're someone who doesn't have a lot of extra money that you can spend, you can also try and search their website by price. Like you can go through their products and look at the cheapest product. We'll just click on that there. They're really known for kind of higher quality sex toys in that you know that it's been sometimes adult stores sell products that are not good ideas to put inside your body. Women's wear very much stands by the fact they only sell products that are completely safe. But they have a big selection. So you can go through, you can look at some stuff. If you're stuck at home right now and you only have the internet, this can be a fun time to maybe daydream and go through, maybe add things into a shopping cart as like a wish list that, like, you know, someday I might be able to buy this stuff, but it interests me now and I have time to look into it, to research it, to see what it's for. That's really interesting. Now is the time to kind of explore what excites you, what arouses you. Sometimes going through, when you have just like a private place that you can go through a website and look at what it offers, you can get ideas in your head about what you might want to do with those products. And now is a great time to start dreaming like that. So you can go through all the different stuff that they sell, or you can just go just their vibrators or just their dildos. Lube is also a really great thing. I think you can also search lube at the London Drugs website as well. Look at all their options. The lube starts here. I think those were condoms earlier. Water lube, pure lube. Another really great thing about, I would say, women's wear over London Drugs is that you can give them a call, or you can maybe email them and ask them questions that you might have, like, what is this product used for? What lube would you recommend? You know, I don't know much about how to use this thing that's listed on your website. Can you help me with that? The staff there are really knowledgeable around everything that they sell, and they're really discreet. They're very respectful. If you're cool having a phone conversation, they're just really great people to talk to, and they can walk you through things. I'm fairly certain that both London Drugs and Women's Wear has really discreet delivery. So if you can't leave your house, as many of us can't right now, they can ship things to you and not have anything on the outside of the boxes that tell the world that you're buying, like a sex toy, which is just really great and helpful. And then the last thing that I want to show is the last thing is a video actually that Options for Sexual Health just put out. It's called Love, Sex, and Connection in the Time of Isolation. We hosted all 4 of the videos on our website. So you just click on this link, and it's a registered nurse and a certified sexual health educator that are just talking about information, tips, answering direct questions that folks are writing in about, and because a lot of people are asking these questions right now. So this is all 4 of the parts. You can, my computer's slow, so that's why it looks like it's loading super slowly. So these are all 4 of the videos. It's a great thing to watch. And that is everything. So if you have any more questions, you want to attend a Real Talk event because you want to maybe share some of your experiences, or you just want to listen to people having an open and honest conversation about sex from the comfort of their own home. Everyone is home right now, so it's a virtual event. If you want to know when that's happening next, you can just click on mailing list right there, and you just enter your email address. And then you'll get an email when our next event's being announced. All right, everyone, have a good night. I'll stop sharing my screen, and I'll see you in the next video.